For most of us, scratching an itch may provide relief, but for those living with the rare liver condition Alagille syndrome, itching can be constant and debilitating. Alagille syndrome often strikes in childhood, and for the sufferer and their family can affect every aspect of life, from sleep to schooling. Mirum Pharmaceuticals is working to bring relief, support and resources to families.
Since he was just months old, Chord Jaques suffered with an unbearable itch beneath his skin. To try to find relief, he'd scratch himself day and night, sometimes until he bled. Now 12, he recalls how it felt.
It just never goes away. Sometimes there's like a spot, and then it's like you need to itch it, but like other times then you'll get a different spot, and then sometimes it'll move back and forth maybe.
And the psychological and emotional toll on Chord's family from the incessant itching was immense.
It's very hard to be around a child that's screaming and crying and in distress, and there's nothing you can do.
It affected pretty much every aspect of our life there was. He wouldn't eat food, he wouldn't sleep at night. There was many nights where I'd curl up beside him in bed and I would scratch his back so he could stop scratching his back, until finally he just would be exhausted and fall asleep.
After 2 years and several misdiagnoses, genetic testing finally confirmed Chord had been born with Alagille syndrome, an extremely rare genetic condition found in only 1 in 30,000 kids. Until recently, treatments for Alagille syndrome have been largely ineffective or involved risky and potentially complicated procedures. But now there is some cause for hope, as researchers, scientists and companies all work together to provide long-term relief for patients. Mirum is one of few companies that has taken a fresh look at drugs that had been in early stage development but later shelved by larger companies. Through that, they saw an opportunity to deliver impactful therapies to an underserved community. Mirum has developed a drug that has now been approved in the US and beyond.
Livmarli is an oral medication that blocks the absorption of bile acids. So really what it's trying to do is quite simple, is lower bile acid levels when they're too elevated because of the cholestatic diseases where it's relevant. And when we founded the company, the data for Livmarli in Alagille syndrome was so striking. That was really the basis for launching the company, where we saw that Livmarli could quite rapidly reduce pruritus or itching levels in the cholestatic pruritus of Alagille syndrome and the bile acids that are so disrupted in that setting.
And while a cure is still a distant hope, today patients can access a new class of medications that offer real relief from the itching and in the process give families hope for healthier days ahead, less burdened by this debilitating itch.